Hey, are you ready for a random topic? Of course you are. That's why you clicked on this video. Hello everyone, my name's Aloubell, and today we are exploring the random ramblings of 23-year-old Aloubell back on DeviantArt in 2017. I recently went back to my old DeviantArt account, that I no longer upload to by the way, haven't for years, to look for something in my journals, and I stumbled across one specific entry that I thought would be fun to share, and to see if not only I agree with my past self, but if you agree as well. For context, this was when I finally had the chance to see the first Trolls movie and Zootopia for the first time. While I enjoyed them both, they shared a suspicious amount of similarities that I couldn't help but share. Sounds pretty similar to the content I make nowadays, huh? Good to know I've been consistent. Part of me is thinking I should save this review for when Zootopia 2 comes out, you know, in order to capitalize on the algorithm, but I'll probably forget by then. So, since we are going back to listen to the thoughts of the me from the past, why not bring out the old sprites for this? Maybe not these ones. Editing with these was kinda frustrating. That's better. Been a while, huh? Well then, let's talk about how Trolls and Zootopia are basically the same movie, according to 23-year-old me. But before we get into it, special thanks to FV, Little Pip STV, and my other channel members, as well as others who donated over on Ko-fi for supporting me and my channel. If you want to support me as well, and help keep this channel alive, you too can become a channel member by clicking join, donate on Ko-fi, or commission me for a chibi on Artistry. Links down below. Okay, so in our story, our main character is a happy-go-lucky, clever, and resourceful female who had what can be perceived as a traumatic experience as a child. But said event didn't really affect her, seemingly, at first, as she somehow grew up being incredibly optimistic and even ignorant to how the world really works, and that not everything will be ideal and go your way. Nevertheless, even when given a task that is less than fun, our main character makes it fun. Our main character then goes on to take on a task that seems literally too big for them. There is also someone else who doubts our main character can do the things she wants to do. And in our adventure, the main character learns that while the world is beautiful, it isn't always ideal, but something that needs constant working and effort, and positive thinking. Our main character dances and/or sings to an I Can Do Anything song as they begin their journey. Our main character is eventually partnered with a sarcastic and witty male who had a more extreme childhood traumatic experience, which, opposite our main character, causes the partner to be a bit jaded and lose hope in something better happening for them, and also leads them to not even try to be legitimately happy. But ultimately, our main character gets through to their partner, and their partner is made a better person because of them. Also, the girl and boy form a close, potentially romantic relationship. This one technically depends on perception for one of these pairs, but that's how I take it. At some point in our story, a group of people go missing, and it is up to our dynamic duo to go save them. The girl volunteers for the mission while the guy would rather not, but gets roped into it by the girl. Along the way, our main characters manage to befriend someone who would otherwise be an enemy, but ends up becoming a great ally, helping them due to a favor. Our story deals with the potential and very real problem of one opposing side eating the other side, and there is a catalyst for said issue. Our main character is halted and is about to lose early on in the story, but is able to continue thanks to efforts of the partner. At some point we find our missing persons, but since there's still more time in the movie left, something happens to where it isn't so easy to save them. The main character does something relatively dumb, which leads them to becoming depressed. She doesn't feel all the way better yet until she gets a pep talk from her partner, which ultimately ends in a hug. During or near the climax of the story, our main characters get trapped in a circular entrapment of sorts. There is also a betrayal/twist at some point that you may or may not have seen coming. Also, our villain is bitter due to how she was treated in the past, and thinks that killing our main characters will make their problems go away. Our villain also wants to be the ruler of their respective societies. The movie concludes with two opposing sides living in harmony. Near the end of the story, the male partner ends up being something they always wanted to be, thanks to their female counterpart, and now the two have a deep bond. And we all end on a big musical number in which all of our characters dance. But wait, there's one more! Our story has a tiny, adorable creature with an unusually deep masculine voice. Did I miss anything? There's a good chance that I did, and if I did, please let me know in the comments. So, did 2017 me manage to convince you? Looking back, I actually think I made some pretty valid points. It's very neat to see how two movies with so much in common still manage to tell different stories with differing themes and messages. When you watch them, Trolls and Zootopia don't feel like they have so much in common. It just takes a nitpicker like me to notice the similarities. It just goes to show that in our world where mostly every story has basically been told, you can spin ideas in unique ways, present it in different shades, give it new tones, add some memorable characters, and give people a fun enough ride that an old idea still somehow seems new. You can have two stories with near identical skeletal structures, but once you fill in the muscles, skin, hair, and other things to add to this analogy, you have entirely different entities. And that's just so cool. But what do you guys think? Did you notice the similarities? Do you like Trolls and/or Zootopia? Are you looking forward to Zootopia 2? Comment below with your thoughts and the disco ball emoji, and let's get this conversation started. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But as for now, that's all there is. There isn't any more.